Hi everyone, it's Alicia. I do channeling on YouTube and I channel like general messages for guidance, the collective energies of the month. That's actually the content of this video. And you can also ask me anything in the comment section and I will channel it for you, like something that is interesting for the collective. For example, a question about our matrix, our future, something like that. And so I will try to be as clear and precise as possible in this video, and I will not give examples so that it speaks to everyone, even if the message on itself, the content of the message is only for you watching this video or whoever you're gonna send it to. So it's like a personalized message. This is not something that's gonna happen to everyone. It's actually a targeted message to the people who are watching my video, who are a little bit at the head of the train, as a friend would say. So yes, this is very specific to you. And today I wanted to channel spiritual guidance, like spiritual, I mean a guidance for you to ascend, to transmute, to move forward, to let go. And I'm gonna tell you in my feeling when I channel for the group that you represent, what is going to happen to you in April, in May, and in June. So I set the intention connected to the source, the divine source of unconditional love, to receive, to channel, and share a message for you, for your highest good, for your learning, and so that you break free for the month of April, May, and June. And I received a lot of information. It's gonna be, I was so excited when I was channeling. I was like, wow! Yeah, and by the way, thank you so much for all the people who wrote nice little comments under my videos. I think when I was starting my YouTube channel, I didn't know where I was going. I was just like experimenting, and it was even harder because I didn't know who's watching my videos. And now that I'm chatting with you, it helps me so much. It becomes real. It brings me drive and determination, and it's just much a more enjoyable process since I can tune in your energies and see the way you speak and the way you are. Anyway, so thank you so much. That's super cool. Okay, so let's go. Let's start. So for the energies of April, so for each month I tune in and ask to channel general energies, general challenge, where you're good at in general and what you should be aware of, how you win, and basically the outcome. Okay, so for April, regarding the general energies, so I see you, I saw actually a man, but I'm channeling for the group, right? Dropping a tear, like crying a little bit for the past, for a situation that is past. If I'm looking on the left side, that's because I'm reading my notes that I took when I channeled. So there's a situation that ends and it's a mix of joy, but it's also something you're letting go. Maybe a group of people, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, maybe a partner, or like a work, or a habit or something. So what I'm seeing is some kind of ego death moment where it feels good, but it's also a little bit of not sadness, but almost like you're grieving your old self, but in a positive way. And so I channeled a little bit more into this. And so what I saw basically is that you have been forgiving yourself for who you were or what you did, or toxic relationships or toxic traits or situations you were in, and you've been forgiving yourself to have been through this basically, or to have accepted certain things, or to have done certain things. So because of this forgiveness and this compassion towards your old self, you're almost like having this little tear of, okay, I want to hug that old person that I used to be, and you're letting now that old person go. So this is where the tear comes from. It can be very symbolic, or you can literally cry a little bit because of this ego death moment. Yeah. So what I see that comes after, I would say this is more like for mid-April. There's some kind of regain of motivation that is primarily internal. There's a little bit of it's not like a leap of faith, but it's similar to that. It's almost like it's such a fast, easy decision to have faith into the in the unknown. It's almost like supernatural, and you have this deep motivation that comes from inside. Because of that change, you will manifest something external. It's gonna start already end of April, but I actually mostly saw that for May and in June, right? So something at the speed of light. You're gonna manifest something at the speed of light. At the beginning, it's gonna be in your behavior. It's gonna be in the way you think, the way you are, how you feel when you wake up in the morning, your dreams. So it's going to be internal, but it's already here in your reality. And then towards end of May, June, especially June, July, but especially June, is going to be in all aspects of your life. Things will change. It's going to be tangible in your everyday life, basically. It's not just internal shift. You will be shocked in a very positive way. Like you will be shocked by how powerful, how immediate, how impressive, never seen before your power of manifestation is. You've never seen that before. A shift will be followed by the outcome almost immediately. The manifestation, even if in April it's still just internal, is going to be so fast. So you'll be pretty shocked about that. You will be like, wow, I said out loud or inside myself that I wanted to change this, and I feel the change at the same time, or 10 minutes after. You have a shower, you leave the shower, you're like, wow, I broke free from something. So yeah, that's April. Yes, so what I channel as well is that there is something you absolutely needed to experience. You absolutely needed to experience a bit of pain on a very specific topic, the one that you just broke free or broke through from. I'm French, sorry, I'm a bit stupid with English sometimes. And you absolutely needed to go through this process because, and I'm talking to my dear audience and everyone who's gonna watch this video, you guys are mostly manifesting generators. I think so. It's not that you're better than everyone, even if that's the... It's funny because one of my audience just told me that she does human design. She's a human design mentor and she channels as well. And it's funny because I think 5 minutes before she wrote this comment, I wrote that a lot of people in my audience are manifesting generator. And my point is, you're meant to accomplish something, even if you're not a manifesting generator. But you're meant to accomplish something renegade, something important. You're like the head of the train, as a friend would say. So yeah, it actually reminds me, because I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into that when I talk about the general challenge, but it really reminds me of a quote from Gandhi that I'm gonna read to you. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. And that's exactly your month of April. It's pretty good. I didn't have this energy when I started the video. I had it when I channeled it 2 hours ago, and now I'm finding the energy back. As you can see, I'm like all excited. General challenge now. There's gonna be, especially at the beginning of April, it's already past now, some kind of internal duality. You feel the pressure, you feel the tension, you feel the squeezing, but it's not clear. So no worries, those are just fast-moving energies. They are pretty strong, it's intense. It's meant for your mind to lose the control. So for example, you're very connected to a group of people, for example, family, partners, friends. The judgment is strong because you're surfing on these waves. The wave of energy is pressuring everyone. But for those who are ready, it's breaking them through. It's cracking you from the inside for your divine identity to emerge. So you're not really on the same wavelengths, and judgment can be strong, you're misunderstood, this kind of thing. So if you need, please do not get your energy sucked in, or people challenging your way to see things or the direction you're going. Remove yourself when you're needed. Preserve your energy and focus on yourself by grounding yourself, treating yourself nicely, going to nature, spending time with kids, animals. So you will be squeezed like a smash burger. Don't resist, because it will pass. The pressure and the breakthrough are almost immediate in April. When I say immediate, is beginning of April was not immediate. It took a couple of days, it took a week or 2 weeks, or yeah. But from the second half of April, you will see that it's going to be almost immediate. So that's good, right? All right. Where you're good at and need to be aware of? Well, you need to be aware that you're already been activated. It's already done. You know, like, you don't need to be like, oh, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Can I let go of that? Can I move? Can I change job? It has already happened. And I want to cry when I say this. I think it's because it's for myself as well. I love what I'm doing now, and it's emotional because I love doing that. You have your divine identity is already cracking open, and it's breaking through, and it's like shining and radiating for everyone to see. You can't go backwards. So do not doubt yourself. Do not question yourself that, is it there already? Yes, it is. And it's been a little while already. Wow, I feel so emotional. You feel it? Yes, I do. I wrote that. You have this new superpower unlocked, that is faith. And yeah. You know it, you feel it, it's in your guts. I can feel it by how many emojis you guys use in my comments. It's like this excitement and energy, it's so strong. How you win? Preserving your energy and having fun, being joyful. And I told you already before, in other videos I talked about that as well. What are the outcomes? The switch, the outcome, the success, the reward, the change will be almost immediate. Voilà, especially towards the middle April, end of April. Okay, pretty cool, right? Okay, now I'm gonna do May and June. It's gonna be a little bit shorter for May and June because it's kind of what flows out of April. April was the big turning point. I said that in one of my videos. It's the turning point. Okay, so for May, general energies. You will feel, since you shift, and it's manifesting, the shift is manifesting, but it's first internal. In May, it's mostly internal. You will feel completely out of sync with people, but it feels good. You're not like, oh my God, I'm not fitting in. No, you're like, man, that's it, you know? You will feel very safe in this new identity because it's you. You're not playing anything. It's you. You can't do anything about it. So it's going to empower you. You will speak, shine, and share. Some of you even create YouTube channels like me. Or in family reunion, for the first time, you're not going to censor yourself, and it's going to feel good. And you're not going to have the resistance you usually have. You're not going to be challenged like in April. It's going to be smoother. Because everybody feels it. Even if they are not choosing to break free just yet, they feel it as well, and it's so cool. And just your presence is enough, you know. They don't need to challenge it. They see how good it feels, right? So people will start listening to you more. You will be more inspiring. People are gonna take in your information, your presence, what you embody, basically. So you might be under the spotlight if you're like trying to get a message across, or change position, or go a little bit higher, have a promotion, whatever. You're definitely going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be maybe not fully understood, but you will be heard for sure. And you will inspire, and you will start seeing a lot of people breaking free around you, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing, especially June and July. Okay, July is like it's like volcano eruption, explosion, people breaking free. Woo! It's gonna be fantastic. General challenge. There's none, to be honest. That's what I wrote. If there is one, if there's a big decision that can be a little bit risky, it's okay. You're protected. It's the right direction. It's like you're channeling. You don't have a lot that's gonna challenge you anymore, but maybe take a moment to ground yourself, because you're gonna be so high, like I am right now, on beautiful energies. You're gonna feel so much faith in what you're doing and who you are, and it's gonna feel so good. Just take a moment, you know. Your presence, your attitude will be enough. You don't need, alors, that's one point. When I say alors, usually there's something serious that comes out of my mouth. You don't need to help or intervene, you know. You will see that because you have this love energy, this compassion energy, you might want to help people, even if you deeply feel that preserving your energies is very important. You might want to intervene with people's process or help people. Voila, you can do it, of course. Just be aware that you need to preserve your energy, and you can be the wonderful catalyst, trigger of freedom for a lot of people, and you will be, but the right people, right? Okay, but you're protected, so it's okay. You will radiate so much energy. How you win? Just by being yourself, you won't really have a choice not to be yourself. Ha 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 ha. Okay, the outcome: joy, more clarity, finally more clarity. Even if not everything is manifested, for sure. That starts in June. Depth of emotion, depth and clarity is much easier to access. No resistance, fun, things are starting to materialize, but you need to radiate, to shine this new self first. And that's what May is about, okay? I'm not saying there's not going to be any shift in your life. I think it's going to start for sure. Maybe like decision-making stage, something like that. But June is definitely the month where it's like actually crystallizing in your reality, and that's so cool. So general energies, same as May, but it's more external. General challenges, I wrote, you feel high. And so people around you might not be there. I think July, a lot more people will be there. Although people from your environment might already start to break through, and share the same joy and share the same faith. I think toxic people are already removed, unless there is a few of them that need, and they're serving a purpose. They're always serving your highest good. So please make sure you're spending time to resource yourself. May and June is always the same advice, right? So, and in all my videos recently, where are you good at and need to be aware of? You will start manifesting like crazy. June is the start of when things comes into places in your life in all aspects. The new life is happening to you. It's forming. It's really materializing in your reality. Decisions after decisions, opportunities after opportunities, no more waiting, meetings after meetings. You will start to meet a lot more new people. And I wrote, it's just a start. It will mostly accelerate from September to November 2026. September to November, it's like you meet the right person to rebuild your community, your circle, your group. You might even need to move to be where those people are, okay? Or you might know you want to move to meet these people, basically. Something like that. How you win? You already won, haha. Outcomes. So first month, June is like really the first month of manifestation of your new life, and it's gonna accelerate, and it's gonna be changing every 2-3 months in your life. There's gonna be an upgrade every 2-3 months. It's gonna be extremely intense, very cool, very fast for at least the next 2 years until end of 2027 to spring 2028. You will see the same in the world. everything that I'm telling you, it's happening in the world as well, but it takes a little bit longer to manifest at a collective or global scale. I think you watching my video, you're like, again, at the head of the train, so you're a little bit in advance, even if it doesn't mean you're better than everyone. It's just in your incarnation, that's the place that you have, okay? Everybody's place is super important. And you will be reinventing and growing in all aspects of your life. And I see a cycle of 2-3 months for the upgrade. So let's say you want to move somewhere, you pick a country, then in 2-3 months it's going to be another country, or it's going to be more precise exactly where, or in the stage of the decision making you have upgraded, you're almost there. So I see that a cycle of 2-3 months regarding all topics of your life, literally all of them, right? So that was it for June. It's crazy, right? It's amazing, 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 amazing. And I'm so happy I channeled all of these messages for you. And I want you to feel this joy. I want you to feel this faith that you have now. And I'm super happy for all of you again. And I'm super happy that I think if we were all together in the same room, it would be just like crazy. Yes, but I can feel your energies a little bit, so that's amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like my channeling, subscribe, that helps me, that gives me drive. But you can also comment to say hi and tell me about your life or whatever, because that actually, I love it. So yeah, thank you again. I will try to make actually like 2 or 3 long videos per week. I'm like determined now, and 1 short a day. That's the rhythm that I want to be at. Not to spam you. If I don't have anything that is worth sharing, I'm just not going to share it. I'm not going to make a video to make a video, basically. That's a deal I have with myself and with you. But I feel like there's a lot going on, so I think it's going to be all right. And always feel free to write topics you want me to channel about. I personally don't really feel like channeling about dark scenarios or like the elite agenda or something, because it's not gonna happen. The highest scenario, the best scenario has already happened. It's already happening. So there is no point trying to see whether another timeline much darker will happen, or channel about it. Everything comes from our thoughts, our mind, and how our mind interacts with our heart and how it interacts with earth and reality. So let's focus on the good stuff and create this reality for all of us and for yourself. That's my message, basically. Otherwise, you can write me about anything, like how stones are going to change color, something like this. Anyway, thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.